These are brand new 602 crate engine valve springs straight out of the box. Today we're going to put them on the Rhyac spring tester and see if they're actually the poundage they're supposed to be. Welcome back to another episode of the Cunningham Custom Engines YouTube channel. I'm your host, Travis Cunningham, and this is episode 15. This week we're going to change it up a little bit and talk 602 crate valve springs. A lot of different companies will sell rated valve springs at like 85 pounds, 84, and they get cheaper as you go, but they're supposed to be 80 pounds out of the box, plus minus about 5 pounds. And today we're going to put them on the Rhyac spring tester and just see how all over the place they are, right out of a box from GM. And at the end of the video, we're going to decide if maybe it is a good decision to get one of those rated springs from one of those companies that buy them in the thousands and they check them all and separate them all into the different poundage. So today we're talking 602 crate engines, specifically valve springs, and let's put them on the Rhyac. All right, first we're going to set up the Rhyac spring tester. So set our installed height checker at 1.700 inch. I always double check it with my vernier. And then you just set it so this stop touches just when that's touching. And you can just feel it touching, slide it around, still says 0. So I took a while setting that up off camera because it's a bit of a pain in the butt. But let's put the springs on it. Alright, going to keep the camera on the dial. I put a blue mark here. That's right around the set. That solid mark there is the 75, and then each individual one is 5 pounds. So, what we do is, I use this little set screw here to kind of keep them in the center. I always try to line it up in the center of that. And then we just run it down to the stop. And this one is just under the 80 mark. So I'm going to call it 79. And I write it down here. I'll put it there. And we'll do it 16 more times. Always make sure you get it in the center of that thing. I'm going to call this one's only about 76. Call that 80. Let's say that is 81. $79. $80. $81. $80. That was only about 76. $81. $79. Seems like this set's not too bad. A couple outliers with the 76s, I wouldn't like those ones. If I was working for Killer Crate, that's an 80. Or Crate Connection or any of the places that do this, like by the thousands of springs, I would definitely be throwing those two 76s into the seconds pile. 80. Because they'll sell you the ones like that just for like the same price that GM sells them. Or maybe even a little less. They got a scrap bucket. But most of the sets been being pretty good. There's an 80. Haven't seen anything higher than 81 though. Their premium sets are like 85. Those are a dime a dozen apparently though. 80. And the last one. Let's call that 79. Just under the 80 mark. So, I'll give you a different camera angle, show the results. Alright, so final numbers. We had 381s, 780s, 479s, and 276s. Wish we didn't have those 76s in there, because that's 5 pound difference from the 81s. But if this was my only set and I had to put these on the engine, this is what I would do. I would move the 381s and 5 of the 80s over to the intake side, and then I'd put those on the intake valve because the intake valve is a little bit heavier, so you're going to want your stiffest springs on there. And then I just move the rest over to the exhaust side. And if you're friends with a parts supplier, GM supplier, anywhere where you can get these springs, I'd go see if they'd let you swap out a couple into a different box, or anything like that. You got to buy maybe a couple sets, find someone with a Rhyac to test them, but I wouldn't like putting these 276s in. Like I said, they would be throwing them in a seconds pile or something like that. But in this case, we'd have to put them on the exhaust side. And that's how you do it. Put the stiffer ones on the intake and whatever else left on the exhaust. There's still a few 80s and 79s on the exhaust. All the 79s are on there, but it does have those 276s on there. So there's your results of GM 602 crate engine valve springs right out of the box. If you don't have a Rhyac tester in your shop and you're only going to buy one springs set at a time, one way you can check you don't have any crazy outliers or anything like that is just take your vernier, if you've got one, and check the overall length with them and make sure they're within, these ones are all within 5 thou on the overall length, so not too bad. If you see any within like 30 thou, starting to get 30 thou short or long, then you're going to, if they're long, they're going to be a little stronger pressure, so that wouldn't be a bad thing. But if they're short, they're going to be even lighter than the 75 pound minimum they got to be. So just watch for that. Watch the overall length. That's the way to catch a bad one sometimes. Final verdict. I've never had like an 85 pound or 84 or 83 pound from Killer Crate on my Rhyac, so they can get pretty pricey though, up towards 200 plus US. So me personally, I'd probably save the money. Just get a box off the shelf like this and maybe box or two and find someone with a spring checker, maybe just get them checked yourself before you put them on and get them lined up, intake, exhaust. But if you do have one of those sets from Killer Crate or Crate Connection and you're local to me in the Niagara area around Ushweekon or Merrittville Speedway, bring them over here. I'd love to check them out just to see if they check out the same on my machine. It is the same machine that they use. So I'd love to get a set of their stuff on here just to see if it's all it's cracked up to be, because like I say, the 85 pound and 84 pound sets can start getting pretty pricey. The 80 pounds, their 80 pound sets are pretty close to GM money, and that way you know you're getting all 80 pounders. So that'd be good. I'd probably invest in that, in the 80s and 81s, just to make sure you're getting all the same, because like I said, I didn't like those 76s. But yeah, like I said, I'd probably just buy a few off the shelf. If I was running a Crate Sprint or Dirt Sports around here, I'd have a few boxes bought and take them to a local engine builder to get them checked and matched yourself. Final verdict. Just went on the Killer Crate website. Their 85 pound springs are 280 bucks US. So that is pretty pricey and they're super rare. They are in stock though. And their 84s, 83s, they're all in stock. Their 80 pounders were only 130 US. That works out about the same as Canadian money from GM. And they're all sold out of their 80 pound match springs. So it sounds like everyone else has the same idea as me. Buy the $130 US set, but make sure that just ensures that they're all 80s. So I like that idea. I was going to do that. The 81s, they are in stock. They're only 160, so $30 extra US for 1 pound stronger. There's no 80s in stock, so maybe I would buy the 81s, but definitely probably wouldn't buy the 85s if it was me. In my opinion, tracks around here, they get slick a lot. Your setup's going to mean more than that, but would buy the 80s just to make sure, like I said, you don't have to bring them to your local guy, and they are pretty close to GM money from Killer Crate or any of your other spring checkers. The one thing that Killer Crate did have when I was on there, they do have rated rocker system, or rated rockers for the crates. Just make sure that they're all 1.5 ratio. And in my opinion, giving away lift if your stamped steel junk crate rocker is only 1.25 ratio instead of 1.5 like it's supposed to be, giving away that lift on that cylinder is going to be a way bigger deal than 4 extra pounds on your valve springs. And those 85-pound valve springs, they don't last any longer. They still wear out in your 6 races, 7 races. So you're not getting any extra longevity, but they are a little stronger out of the box for that first initial race. Eventually they're going to wear in to be just like the other ones. But dirt car, I think they are illegal for dirt car and 602 crates around here, but they do have 90-pounders on there that are legal with the Short Track Super Series. And they say that you can get half a season out of them, but they are pretty pricey. They're up to about $350 US. So, but they say they'd last a whole season. You only have to change them once instead of every 6 races or so. So final verdict, I'd buy the 80-pounders from Killer Crate just to make sure. Or if you've found someone with a Rhyac, buy a bunch from your local speed shop and just do it yourself. Might save you a little bit extra money, but I would definitely have a set of rated rockers. Because like I say, giving away lift on any cylinder, that's something that I wouldn't want to be doing. So there we go. We talked a little about 602 crates this week. I usually don't work on these things, but I have been changing the valve springs on a couple of them here lately. So if you race at Maryville or Oshweekend, give me a shout if you need your springs changed. And I'll get that hooked up for you if you've been procrastinating on that. But other than that, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment. Have you ever had any of the Killer Sprayed or the rated springs? Did you get them checked out of the box from one of the companies? Were you happy with them? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And see you next week.